So, apparently, they ended up adding a few matches and also modifying one right after I finished recording the video. So, um, just in case, these are my predictions as well as who I would have win for the given matches which have been modified. Thanks, and let's get on with the video. Welcome to How I Would Book. This is the series where I show how I would book an upcoming wrestling pay per view based on how the storylines have been provided to us so far by WWE. Today, as always, we will be talking about Night 2 of WrestleMania 37. I have already talked about the first night, you can check it in the iCards above. However, today is all about Night 2. Arguably the better night because the storylines are a little bit better than the first night. Of course, we have the entire Roman Reigns, Edge, Daniel Bryan saga, but weirdly, there are so many good matches on this card that I'm actually interested about this. So, with all of that in mind, let's not waste any more time and let's begin. Riddle versus Sheamus. This feels like a match that really does not deserve to be on WrestleMania because we saw this 2 weeks ago on Raw. This is such a weird match that I don't even know why we're seeing here. They probably are going to put the title on Sheamus because he has been on the run of his career now, and I don't think they want to give up on this opportunity. However, Riddle also has been a fairly decent champion. He's defended the title against Retribution's Ali once, so I mean that's not bad. In my opinion, Sheamus should win the championship, and although that will make Riddle a transitional champion, I think that will be for the better because Sheamus can hold on to it for a long time before he drops it to either Keith Lee or Damian Priest. I would say Damian Priest should win it off of Sheamus, but for this match, of course, Sheamus wins. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. Man, this feels like a match I should be more excited about, but I'm not. I mean, this is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I should be really excited about this match, but for some reason, I'm not. This may have to do with the fact that they made the match in 2 weeks, but who cares? I don't really hate Logan Paul being involved in this, but I would not have chosen it, but who cares, right? As of the match, I would have Sami Zayn win. I know the logical step would be to have Kevin Owens win, but I don't think Sami has won a match in a long time, and I think he can win this with the help of Logan Paul. If Logan distracts Kevin or hits him behind the back of the referee, Sami picks up the win. This can be a step in the direction of Sami Zayn's new conspiracy that only Logan Paul can save him or something. But yeah, I would have Sami Zayn win this match. Big E versus Apollo Crews in Nigerian drum fight. What is the Nigerian drum fight? It sounds really cool, but is it just going to be them beating each other with drums? Fuck it, I'm all for that. In all honesty, Apollo needs to win. He just should not win. He needs to win. He needs to make sure that he can be seen as a credible threat. He outpowers Big E in the match to win the match. This is a match built around him with his Nigerian origin. So you can even make the narrative that Big E lost because he did not feel at home and Apollo did. Make whatever you want, but make Apollo win the match. Make sure that you put him as a credible champion, not a chicken shit heel champion. Make him a very good champion. Genuinely speaking, this can be a show stealer, unlike whatever the fuck happened at Fastlane. This can be the best match of the night, so please do that. The Fiend versus Randy Orton. Why is this not a Firefly Funhouse match? I think they're going to make it a Firefly Funhouse match because Alexa Bliss said that Randy Orton was going to die, which is not a word they like to use in WWE. However, I think this might actually turn out to be a cinematic match. As of now, I can't tell. So, what if it is a cinematic match? First of all, make it a fucking Firefly Funhouse match. It was so amazing last year, and in all honesty, you may have more dirt on Randy Orton than you did on John Cena. So this would be a brilliant affair, and something that I would really like to see. I really loved the first Funhouse, and this can be a successor to it. Make it bigger, better, and more amazing. If it's a wrestling match though. If it is a wrestling match, Fiend needs to absolutely pepperize Randy Orton. I don't even care what anyone says. Fiend just beats him. There's nothing Randy can even do. He can't even touch the Fiend. Fiend needs to turn back into the unbeatable monster that he is, the burned little corpse that he is now. He needs to turn back into the old Fiend that no one could beat. So that starts with the dominating victory for the Fiend. Asuka versus Rio Ripley. This is another match that I'm so excited to see. I don't know why, but they built this better in 2 weeks than they did with like 90% of the storylines. What is going on in this company? Anyway, I really like Rio Ripley. I don't know why they made her lose the championship last year and tap to Charlotte Flair. You could have pinned her, but no, let's make her tap, which is stupid because on this night, she's going to make Asuka tap out. She is more than ready for Asuka. She has Asuka's number. She's going to call up Asuka in the middle of the night and be like, bitch, I got you. This will be a victory for Rhea Ripley, but this has to be an even-sided match. You can form the story that, oh, Rhea is a new up-and-comer who's very strong, very amazing in the ring, but Asuka is a veteran. She has held more championships in the entire world than Rhea Ripley has. You can form the entire narrative story about this. Asuka gets cocky, and that leads her to getting hit by a riptide for the win. And you can form the entire story about how Asuka thought of herself as the veteran, but ultimately lost that. And this can ultimately lead into a Rhea Ripley Charlotte Flair feud, which I would be all for again. Roman Reigns versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan. This feels like a WrestleMania match. This genuinely is the only match that feels like it should be headlining WrestleMania. Now, I'm very conflicted about this because I can see all three of them winning the match, but I cannot, for the love of my God, decide who to make it win. And so, with all of that in mind, I would have Reigns retain. I would have Reigns retain after Daniel Bryan hits a running knee on Edge and Reigns hits a spear on Daniel Bryan. Reigns needs to pin Daniel Bryan actually. I would not have him pin Edge because Daniel Bryan has already made Roman Reigns tap out. This can be a revenge for Roman Reigns. He can say, well, you made me tap out, but I did pin you, so go fuck yourself. That is something that they can actually play around with as of Edge. After this, he might go into a feud with Roman Reigns, but I would have him have dream feuds with people like AJ Styles and, of course, my man Adam Cole and everyone like that. So, yeah, this is a great match, and I would be happy with every single one of the people winning. It is genuinely an amazing match.